So the fitness industry is full of content creators who like to make stuff up for views, watch time, or to just stand out in general. You can find this in the form of random unique exercises, hyper-specific workouts, and very awkward eating windows. Today I'm going to be breaking down in an iceberg format what is the most obvious common fitness myths down to the least obvious. It's going to be a three-part video, starting with the most obvious, which is the anabolic window. Okay, everybody knows this one is debunked. Post-workout nutrition is important, but the idea that you need to hit protein within a 30-60 minute window or else you'll deflate and turn into nothing is utterly false. People used to panic over the shit in like the early 2000s and stuff like that, way before it was even debunked. But we all know all three macronutrients are as equally important as each other: fats, carbohydrates, and protein. And all of the recovery happens while you are sleeping, so there's no need to rush to get it within a 30 or 60 minute window. As long as you get enough total protein by the end of the day, you should be completely fine. Okay, for this next one, we really need to find a culprit for who even made it up, because it's just so random that it doesn't even make sense. This is the idea that the chest has three heads and that you need to train it: flat bench, decline bench, incline bench. I hear this shit all the time, and it's honestly so annoying because you can open up any anatomy book and figure out that the chest has two heads: the clavicular head that attaches to your clavicles and the sternal head that attaches to your sternum. Because of this fake idea, a lot of people end up having an overdeveloped lower chest compared to their upper chest. It's super common, and a lot of people go over it, but there is still a good handful of people that still believe that the chest has three heads. And new studies have shown that incline bench actually trains your sternal head just as much as your clavicular head, and it trains them both equally, whereas the flat bench really only trains your sternal head. And then there's the decline bench, which is um I wouldn't even do it. We're starting to dive deeper into the iceberg, so this is to the point where it's not common knowledge anymore. The next topic is diet pop is worse for you than full sugar pop. And I'm just gonna dive right into the main point. Okay, the main chemical people are worried about in diet pop is aspartame. And that is basically a chemical sweetener that lots of people think are linked to cancer and all of the above, any harmful shit you can. But you can find this info anywhere. Your body breaks down aspartame into three different chemicals: aspartic acid, phenylalanine, and methanol. This is the list of meats containing phenylalanine, the list of fruits containing aspartic acid, finally a list of foods containing all three of the ingredients I'm listing above right now. To sum it up, you'd have to drink so much aspartame to the point where the water in a diet pop would kill you first from water poisoning. And look it up, water poisoning is a real thing before any of the chemicals could actually have a harmful effect on your system. Okay, and up there with the decline benchers, but not as bad, we have the Arnold press. This is just some random fancy exercises that was, I'm pretty sure, created as a social experiment. Not even Arnold really does it anymore to this day. I think he's announced it at some. But the main argumentative point for this exercise is that it hits all three parts of your shoulder: front, side delt, rear delt. But there's no evidence that supports that supinating and pronating your wrist will just magically hit the rear delt of your head. Yes, your front delt and side delt, because those are both pushing muscles, but your rear delt is a pulling muscle that's in your back. You'd have to isolate it in a hip hug or rear delt fly. You can't hit it in a pushing movement. You can't hit a pulling muscle in a pushing movement.